All right, we are at the penultimate page. For those of you who don't know what that means, penultimate means the second to last. Usually in the series, this is where the important big action happens. So then the last episode can kind of be the fallout and what's coming up in the next season. But again, this is a test review, so we're just going to answer questions. Number 41, find the length of G and H. 30, 60, 90 right triangle, x squared of 3, 2x. Because it's x squared of 3 and you see h squared of 3, they cancel. That tells you that x equals 8. And if it's 2x and x is 8, that's 16. The vertices of A are negative 4, 4. Find the vertices of A prime after the following transformation. So we start at negative 4, 4 for A, and we're going to reflect over the x-axis. So if I'm 1, 2, 3, 4 above A, now I've got to go 1, 2, 3, 4 below A, and that would be A prime. And then translate 4x plus 4y plus 6, which would give me 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. A double prime is at 0, 2. Ta-da. Round the image 180 degrees. You will have patty paper available if you'd like to use that. We'll probably also have the formulas like this. Rotating 180 is simply a change of the sign for both A and B. So for instance, where F is at negative 1, 3, F prime, when you rotate it, is going to be at 1, negative 3. Hold on. There's the x-axis. So 1, 2, 3. If h is at negative 1, negative 2, then h prime is going to be at 1, 2. Stop it. That's f prime, 1, 2. M is at negative 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, negative 2. So M prime is at 4, 2, 2. And B is at negative 5, 1. So B prime is at 5, negative 1. And there is your 180 degree rotated shape. Ta-da. Oh, and then it decides not to go. And through the magic of editing, now it stays. Voila. It was like a split second to you, but 3 hours of... No, not really 3 hours. It was like 5 seconds. Perform the following transformation. Translate the image down... 3 to the right and 2 down, and then dilate scale factor of 3. We realized after we had, printed this and everything, that the first transformation can be done okay. The second one will be off the grid. So I'm going to do the first one, then write the points for the second one. So 3 units right, 2 units down for everyone. G will go 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. E will go 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. W go 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. Is that right? Yeah. And then the problem is when you dilate by a scale factor of 3, it should be of 3. You multiply every number by 3. So W prime, which was now at negative 1, 0, double prime is now at negative 3, 0. That point will be fine. But for instance, G prime, which is at negative 1, 2, 3, 4, is at negative 1, negative 2. G double prime will be at negative 3, negative 6, which will technically be off the grid. Not that bad in all honesty, but then you get to E, and E prime is at 1, 2, 3, 1, and that would take you to 9, 3, which would be way off the grid. So it would look something like 1, 2, 3, and then negative 3, negative 6, and then like 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, you know, somewhere like that. And it would be 3 times as big. Name 2 parallelograms that have diagonals that are equal in length. That would be the rectangle, and because the rectangle has it, so will the square. Only 2 shapes, or I'm supposed to say only 2 parallelograms where the rectangles, the diagonals are equal. The rhombus, they can be different lengths. They'll be perpendicular, but that doesn't really matter too much here. Find the area of the following figure. If you cut it right here, you have a trapezoid and a half circle, semicircle. That's going to be 9. So for the trap, it's 1/2 base 1 plus base 2 times height. So that part of it is going to give you 1/2 times 9 plus 23 times the height of 7, which is 112. And then the semicircle, and we'll say 1/2 times pi times 4.5 squared. Remember, because 9 is going to be the radius, and you don't want to use the radius. You want to, I'm sorry, 9 is the diameter, 4.5 is the radius. It's Saturday afternoon, and I'm making this for you guys so y'all can be prepared. So y'all better read it, or I'm going to be angry. That's going to give you about 31.8, so you add those together. You should get approximately 143.8 meters squared. All right. There was no edit there. I'm just going straight from 46 to 47. Nothing happened, I swear. Find the area of the regular polygon. As we've talked about before, regular polygon is 1/2 times apothem times perimeter. This time they give you the apothem. What they don't give you is the perimeter. Now, or they don't give you a side length to even start it. You're going to have to set up a problem with the right triangle there. So when you create a right triangle here, with that being 6, again, it's a 30, 60, 90, but this time you don't even have 2 sides to do a Pythagorean theorem problem. You are going to have to treat this as special right. So x, 2x, x squared of 3. What happens is you get x square root of 3 equals 6. You have to solve that by dividing. And so 6 divided by the square root of 3 is 3.4, we'll say 464. Well, remember, that's just a half. So if we double that, one full side is about 6.928, and there's 6 sides. So the perimeter of all 6 of those is about 41.569. So area is 1/2 times apothem times perimeter. And that is going to give you 124.707, so we'll say 0.7. That's not a 7. And that was the totally not reshot or re-edited penultimate 6th page. We now go on to page 7. What's gonna happen?